I literally, it's 5 o'clock. It says 6 o'clock, but it's really 5. Just walked into a really cold house and I've took my coat off straight away like an idiot. Oh. Do you want to see what I got from Tesco? If you don't, then skip ahead. So, Diet Coke. I had a Dr. Pepper as well, and a sandwich for my dad, and a chocolate bar for my dad. I got Arla Cravendale filtered milk because I have this in my tea or coffee. Not made a coffee at home in ages. Then my E45, I got like a big one, I think it's 500ml, and I got it for £5 from Asda like 6 weeks ago. Been using it practically every day. Oh my god, I'm cold. And it's run out. So I tried to get one in Tesco the other day and it was £7, and I'm like, I'm not paying £7. So today I went in and they had the E45 daily lotion. I don't know what the difference is between this and the other lotion, but it was on offer for £3 or £4, I can't remember. So I got this to use. And also, like, my receipt didn't come out, so I don't have a receipt for my shopping. I picked up this Creamfield cheese slices. The reason I got this one and not Tesco's own is because I think this was £1.9 and Tesco's own was £1.90, and I've noticed that they have a range of these Creamfield cheeses in, so even the blocks of cheese are much cheaper than Tesco's own brand or any other brand. So it must be a new brand that they've done. It's exclusively at Tesco, so obviously it's a Tesco own, well, it's a brand for Tesco. So I got this in case I wanted a cheese and onion sandwich, which I go through stages of wanting cheese and onion and not wanting it. The eyebrows too bloody high. And then the other day, if you've been watching my vlogs, you would have seen I bought a Nivea facial scrub, not realising it's to use 3 or 4 times a week. So today I picked up the Nivea Daily Essentials Refreshing Facial Wash Gel, and this can be used every day. So this is on offer for £2 instead of £3.50. It's a really nice colour bottle, isn't it? You can see the liquid inside. And then, because I got 2 meal deals, that's where the Dr. Pepper came in the meal deal. I picked up a smoothie as the second drink. My dad never has the drinks because he always has the snack, and also he always has drinks anyway. I do actually need to stock up on some drinks for him. I got a 2-litre bottle of Evian, because they do the 2-litre single bottles there, whereas in Tesco, Asda, they only do the 1.5 litres. Hello, Cleo. No, I didn't get you anything. She's just had a TREAT. So I picked myself up an advent calendar. Like I said in the clip, there wasn't much choice, and I thought I'd get the Fountains Continental. I like how it looks anyway. It's white with rose gold or copper, and it tells you the chocolates on the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10. So I don't know how many you get of each. So there's Viennese truffle, espresso, which I won't like, Sicilian mousse, which I won't like, salted caramel, which I'll love, Alpine praline, I probably like, chocolate Milano, vanilla truffle, hazelnut slice, Seville caramel, apricot Danish. So there's a couple that I'm not gonna like, but it's $24, 2, 13, 18, 10, 1, 14, 6, 9, 12, 23, 28, 5, 21, 3, 22, 11, 24, 19, 15, 17, 4, 16, 7. Don't know why I'm reading the door numbers out to you. Then I tried to get some lower calorie popcorn in Asda yesterday and they didn't have any. So I picked up this. I know you can get a lighter one. It's the skinny popcorn, but they didn't have the sweet one in skinny popcorn. They just had sweet mixed with salt in. I didn't want that. So I picked that up. As I said in the car, I did pick up some After Eights. This is going to go in the Christmas stash. My dad will eat the majority of anything sweet. I don't have the sweetest tooth, but I think I'm going to get 3 boxes in total, with the hope that I might end up with half a box. I do like them, even though I don't like dark chocolate. And then I picked up a Blistex Intensive Moisturiser in Cherry. It was on offer for something like £1.67. My lips are super dry. You can't really tell, but I did have lipstick on when I went out, and now I don't. But my lips, I was literally just peeling skin off my lips. So that is my shopping. It came to like 18 something. And I'm probably gonna get my dad the Maltesers. Well, I wanted to get him something like by Mars, Nestle, like a. But there weren't any, like the selection that's left. I don't know if it was a bigger selection to begin with, because I remember last year they had a much bigger collection. And they had the Lindor calendar that I had last year, and it was a tenner, and I'm thinking I'm not spending a tenner, I'll just get the Thorntons one. But I really wanted the Cadbury's one, but it's £10, so I'll see, because I'm on a budget, and I did like buy body lotion and a face wash and a moisturiser for my lips. So now I'm gonna, because I've come home and I'm feeling active, I might try and get a few bits and pieces done whilst I feel like this. I'm hoping, because I don't know if anyone's watched the film The Greatest Showman. When it came out on DVD the first week, I was still shopping in Tesco. And I've not shopped in Tesco until recently, since the first couple of days in June. I picked it up when it came out, and I've not watched The Greatest Showman. There's a part of me that thinks I'm not going to like it, I'm not going to lie. But I keep wanting to watch a film, so I've got popcorn, and I'm like, I want to watch a film after, like if there's nothing on telly. So we'll see. But I want to get a few things done now, and I'm cold. I'm at Tesco again. Tesco Wednesday. Yesterday I thought it was Tuesday, that's why I headed here, and then when I got here I was like, it's Tuesday. 2 reasons I had to come today. A, because I planned to come today anyway, but B, the second reason is I brought a prescription yesterday. They didn't have it in, they had like the half size of what I wanted in micrograms, but they didn't have, instead of thinking we'll just give her double the tablets, so then she's got the right micrograms, they've ordered it in. Luckily it's a new medication, and it's to replace one that didn't work. So I stopped taking the one that doesn't work a few days ago, because some of the side effects I didn't like, and I've got a different one to try now. So also because I've got another prescription to pick up, I just thought I might as well just get it all today. Hopefully they've got everything on my list that I'm about to give them. There's 4 items on. My doctor has given me my medication in 2 different strengths. So I've got my codeine, obviously I'm on the same strength. I've got my lansoprazole, I'm on that strength, and then the other tablet that I take, the one that makes me sleep, she's given me it in 2 different strengths, and I don't think she's done that on purpose, but I don't know which strength she wants me to take. So she's not in work today, so I'm going to call at the doctor soon and leave a message for her to ring me tomorrow. But tonight I'm just going to take the lower dose of the 2, and she's done it on the prescription that I've got to pick up next week, because she's only given me 2 weeks, because she wants to see me in 2 weeks. The weather is horrible. Not only is it windy, it's raining, and I hate it when it's both, because no matter what you do, no matter how much you cover your face up or your hair up, the wind gets things moving, and then you end up with wet hair. Luckily it didn't get wet on my way to, like, walking down to my car, but I've got to go walk up to the shop now, which I'm not looking forward to. Then I've got to come back out and get in my car, and I was thinking of going B&M, but it depends on the money situation. But yeah, like, I don't know what strength my doctor wants me to take, because obviously I didn't take any, and then last week when I went on the Tuesday, when I didn't have an appointment again, I said, what do you want me to do? Should I go on the full dose or the half dose? And she went, go on the half dose for a week. And then she prescribed me the half dose, because I said I'll just bake up the tablets, and she's like, no, I'll just give you a prescription for the half dose. So she's obviously put it on the repeat, the half dose size as well as the full dose size. I mean, the half dose used to be my full dose for a while, but I went on the full dose because it was just not working as well as it should be, because I was like waking up and stuff. So I've only been on the half dose since last Wednesday, so it's a week today, and I have had some like waking up moments. Like, I think it was Saturday night going to Sunday, I woke up for like 2 hours. Or was it Sunday? Sunday going into Monday, because I was having this nightmare and I kept waking up from it and going straight back into it. So I forced myself to get up for about 2.5, 3 hours and then went back to sleep. So I'm going to go in the shop, I'm going to get whatever, don't know what I want. I'm going to get my prescription. I'm going to see if I've got any money for B&M. I need to get a battery. I'm going to see if they've got it here, because knowing my luck, I'll forget when I go to B&M. It's for my weighing scale, you know, the one you weigh yourself on. And it's a disc one, like that. And I've not weighed myself for about 2 months because the battery died. I used to weigh myself most days, and I'll probably like not do it now, but I want to see how much I weigh. Like, I don't think I've put any weight on because my clothes are not tight. That's how I know if I put weight on. But I want to keep a track of my weight. I would like to lose weight, but because I drink so much sugary drinks, I won't do. Look, the bag's gone. I thought that had an address on then, God, it didn't. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'm just procrastinating. Just come out of the shop. I'm roasting. And I've got to put the heating on to clear the screen. So when I walked in, they're doing the collecting for the food bank, and I always, every time I walk in, if they ever give me a leaflet, I'll always go and get something for them. And I would have got a lot more, but I had a basket, so I'm walking around with all this stuff, and I hardly got anything for us. I literally bought lunch and a bottle of Diet Coke and some noodles, which I'm going to have for my lunch as well as my sandwich. But I can't believe, like, I only spent £4.50 on the food bank stuff, and I filled, not to the top, like halfway up each bag, I filled 2 bags. So I got 2 bags of long grain rice, because I said, is there anything on the list that they want but is not on the list, and he said long grain rice. So I bought 2 bags. And there's a new brand in Tesco. I don't know how new it's been, like how new it is, because I've not been here for months. But they did the long grain rice cheaper than Tesco's own brand. It was 42p a bag, so I got 2 bags of that. And then they also do long life milk, and it was like 30p cheaper than Tesco's. I think it was like, I'll do the price when I get home because I kept the receipt, but I got 2 of them. I got some double strength cordial, and that was like 45p for a litre. I got 2 pasta and sauces by this brand I've never heard of that were 25p a packet, which was cheaper than Tesco's super cheap price. I got a tin of fruit, because it says tinned fruit. I got some long life fruit juice, and I got a tin of potatoes, a tin of carrots. I think that's it, but when I get home I'll do a list. I thought I'd spent more, but if I had a trolley I would have got a lot more than that, but I just had to buy a carry bag for my own shopping because I only took 2 in, and 2 of them were filled with the stuff for the food bank. But if I go in again and someone gives me a leaflet, I'll still get more, even though I've given stuff, because I know I moan about struggling for money, and I'm not even exaggerating with the struggle that I'm having at the moment, but at least I can eat. There's people who can't eat, and I know, like, I'm not eating as well as I was, and I'm not being able to buy as much as stuff as I want, but at least I can afford food. So that's the one I always, if they approach me, I'll always take the list off them, even if I only get 2 or 3 things. Like, 2 or 3 things can only cost £1. I know there's people, because I was going to get tea bags and stuff, but all the cheap tea bags were gone, so I think people are getting the list and going and getting the cheap tea bags and stuff. So it's like £4.50, but there was a lot of stuff. If I had a lot more money, I would buy more branded things, and I will pick up the odd branded stuff for them, but I find, like, even Tesco's own brand, like, they have the cheap, super cheap Tesco, and then they have the other Tesco brand. I find that's quite good anyway, but I'll get more next time. Right, I'm going to go to B&M. even know. Am I gonna go? I need to go to the doctor's as well. It's 10 to 4. The doctor's open till 6. But I don't want to get stuck in 5 o'clock traffic. So I'm limited on how long I can spend in B&M. I don't even know what I want. I forgot to get a battery in there though, so I need to try and get a battery because I want to weigh myself. It looks greasy. Oh god, I need to cover the brows. Do you know what? I washed my hair today, but you wouldn't believe it because it's looking... I think because my fringe probably needs cutting. I suddenly feel like I could go to bed. Do you know when you get that tiredness? So I don't know if it's tiredness because I'm tired, but I shouldn't be because I've done nothing. Or tired, or the tiredness you get because you're ill. Hopefully it's not because I'm ill. Since you last saw me, I went to B&M and... Well, before this clip you will have seen the police van. I didn't want to go in because the police were in, and I don't like the police. I've been bullied by the police, I've been intimidated, and like I always say, they're not all bad, there are some nice ones, because there was one that saw me the other day who once had to, not deal with me, but they had to come and find me, and they waved to me the other day, and I'm like, so I waved back. So there are some nice ones. But I did go in, came out, and they were like putting the person in the back of the van by that point. And then I got on the motorway and I went to my doctor's. It took me ages to get there. I got there at 20 to 5. Went in. I was like, I've got this. Can I leave this for my doctor? I'm not saying her name on the internet. She's like, she's not in. I'm like, I know. I want to leave it so she can have it tomorrow morning. She took it off me. And as I was leaving, because when I first went in, by the way, it's the receptionist who hates me. When I first went in, someone who works in the back office was in there. She's called Adele, and when I was leaving all I heard was, that's Melanie, and then she said my last name, isn't it? And the one that doesn't like me went, yeah. She went, I've heard she always drops letters off, and I couldn't hear what the other one said, but I'm not happy because I shouldn't A, be talked about, B, or gossiped about in any way, shape or form. Whether or not I go in and drop a letter off for my doctor is like, for my doctor, like they shouldn't be telling other members of staff, oh, Melanie's coming in and dropping letters off, because I've had comments off the staff before now, and I always say to them, if the doctor has a problem with it, I'm pretty sure the doctor would tell me, and she would. She doesn't beat around the bush, my doctor. So I have taken some of this stuff from B&M to my dad. There was 2 bottles of Smart Water because it was 2 for £1, but the 6-pack of the same size bottle was £2. So it was actually cheaper if I got them, but I knew I just had a carrier bag and I didn't have enough room. So next time I might get them. And I've dropped off a small bottle of Pepsi Max, 3 porridge pots. Was that it from B&M? I think so. So I bought a 20-pack of luxury baubles. I mean, when you know the price of them, you're going to know they're not luxury. £2.99, and I'm going to put them in my vase. I've got 2 vases in the window. I'm just going to put baubles in vases because I don't think I'm having a tree this year. By choice. I mean, if I got one, it wouldn't be a real one, or if I got a real one, it would be a big one. I don't want, like, if you watch my vlogs from 2 years ago, I had this gigantic Christmas tree. It was ridiculous. I didn't have enough to put on it. It looked stupid. So I got these, but I'm going to need more. But I knew I only had 1 bag, so that's why I only got 1 lot. They had like a 4-pack of luxury ones that were £2.99 as well, and they were big ones, and I fancy getting them as well. But I'm definitely going to go back and get more. If I was having a tree, I wouldn't put these on because they are quite cheap, and they don't look cheap. Like, they had cheaper ones, but I got them. They didn't have the battery that I wanted. I forgot it in Tesco, and then I was looking in there and they didn't have it. So they've not got any twin packs of these in at the moment, and I need 1, 2, 3 in total. But I want to buy a plug for somewhere else. Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4 in total. So I needed 2 packs. So I've got this Spring Awakening behind my front door. And even though I don't love the scent because it is quite floral and it's not my cup of tea, it's Mrs. Hinch's cup of tea, when I come in and smell it, it's like, oh, it actually smells quite strong. So I've got this one to go into my dad's living room. Then they had tons of the little bottles of Sephora in, and they had in 3 fragrances. They had fresh linen, I think one's called Floral Bouquet, and then they had Country Garden. I didn't smell the Floral Bouquet, and I should have done, but obviously I'm not there now, so I can't. But I smelled Country Garden because I did pick up Country Garden, and I don't know what I think about it. It's florally but not over florally, so that's the 3rd bottle I've bought this week. All different scents, of course, I'm not going crazy, but I thought might as well get a Country Garden. Then I spotted this green bottle sparkling pressate in pomegranate and elderflower. It was reduced to 39 from 49, and normally this type of thing I would pick up 3 or 4 at a time, but because I've never had this, I've only ever had elderflower, which I love. I thought I'll try it, and if they've got any more next time I go in, I'll buy more. One more item left. And it's 5 Reese's peanut butter cups. There weren't many left on the shelf. They have a new white chocolate one in, but I'm not a big white chocolate fan, and I didn't want to get them in case I didn't like them. So all that came to, including the Pepsi Max for 49, the Smart Water were 2 for £1. They're only 49p each, so that was ridiculous. The 20 pack of bubbles were £2.99. The drink were £39, as I said. The Lenore Revolution was £2.99. Peanut butter cups £1, and 3 porridge pots for £1. So it was £10.76. Then, so this is the one that I dropped off yesterday, and they ordered in for me because they only had it in the half the size. They had the 2 micrograms, and my doctor's put me on 4 micrograms, which is kind of scary because they normally start you off on the 2 micrograms. But I think because I tried a different one and it was 2 micrograms and it worked initially, and then it didn't, and it did work. And that sounds stupid, but she's put me on another one. Prolonged release capsules, hard. And there's a month's worth, and I'm starting them today. And then my doctor has messed up on my medication, and that's why I've had to write her a letter. There's been times when I've asked them to ring me and they've not passed the message on, and that's why I've gone in with a quick little note, and it basically says I need to speak to you about such and such, the name of my medication. And I'm not naming my medication on here. I'll happily name my codeine, and I'll happily name my lanoprazole. Let's see if I can show it you. There you go. Because she's put me down to 1 a day and I was on 2, which I'm happy about. But then I've got a double dose, and they come in plain boxes because I'm only allowed a week at a time. She's given me 1 of the lower dose and 1 of the higher dose. So I'm going to take the lower dose tonight, and when she hopefully rings me tomorrow, I'm going to say which one do you want me on and which one do you want me to basically not take. Codeine is my favourite. I'm not adding it today, I might have some in a minute. Sometimes they're really nice in the pharmacy in Tesco. Sometimes you get ones that aren't nice. It depends who's working, I guess. But the last 2 days it was this really nice man who's very helpful. As I said, I didn't get much shopping from the shop. I literally bought more for the food bank. I had a sandwich, and my dad had a sandwich. I had a ramen noodle pot by that expensive brand because they're selling in Tesco and they've got 50p off them at the moment, so I bought one. when I go on Friday, I'm probably going to buy 2 or 3 of them for lunches. I had a drink as well, and my dad had a chocolate bar. So I also got a Lipton iced tea. I had a different drink. A small bottle of Diet Coke. A new carrier bag, and the best toilet roll ever. And that is it. Oh, I can't remember if it's Tesco or Asda's luxury quilted one I prefer. Well, when I left the doctor's, I went to my dad's, had lunch or tea. It's like, it was after 5 when I got there. It's 6 o'clock now. And then I come home. I'm going to do myself a very small to-do list. And I'm going to do it tonight. I nearly said until EastEnders is on, but it's Friday. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need to cook the tea. I've got mince out. I'm going to do a mince. It's going to be like a cottage pie filling, but without the cottage pie bit, if that makes sense. I'm going to do that first. I'm going to change my shoes. And that's what I'm going to do first. Nothing else to say really. I just hope my doctor gets the letter. I'm not happy that I'm being gossiped about. I've heard I've been gossiped about before because I have relatives that go there, and I've not even told my doctor the name of my relatives because we have different surnames. There's only 6 people with my surname around this part of the country. So obviously if there were people going there with the same surname, they wouldn't gossip in front of them. But I've got family and also people that I know that go there, and the family have a totally different surname. So I'm just going to mention to the doctor, I'm going to say, look, like, you probably won't think it's gossip, even though my dad thinks it is, you know, but they shouldn't be asking who I am and how often I drop letters off. You're never too old for egg and toast sandwiches. So this is my lunch. I've not had breakfast, but I can't call it brunch because it's currently 10 to 2 in the afternoon. So I've got my cup of Red Bush Marks Spencer's tea, egg and toast sandwiches, and painkillers, and medication, and whatever that's called, vitamin.